Hey everyone, happy Red Friday. Welcome to another episode of Red Friday Reviews. I'm Mark Morrison, your certified ganjier here at Valor Wellness. And let's dive into a little bit about what that means. What is a certified ganjier anyway? Certified ganjier is a lot like your specialist with wines or cigars. You have wine sommeliers. Ganjier is very similar. It's an expert in cannabis quality. And the main role of a ganjier is to be a trusted, reliable guide to the cannabis consumer. So that's exactly what I want to do for you. I want to bring education and knowledge to you, the consumer, the veteran, the client, the patient. Whether you're a patient or a client of Valor Wellness or not, this is all great information for everyone. So what I want to start doing over the next few weeks is I want to start going through some things that ganjiers will look for to test and assure that the flower, the concentrates, hash, whatever it is you're consuming or looking at or interested in is of high quality. And what I wanted to start doing is helping you have the tools that you can assess your quality cannabis at home. When you order online or you get something in, you want to check it out, you want to dive a little further into it. What I want to start doing is kind of showing off a few fun things that you can do. So one of the assessments that a ganjier will do is a visual assessment. You have aroma, you have visual, you have the effect. There's a whole lot that goes into it, but something easy that you can do at home to get right in and start learning a little bit more about your cannabis is grabbing stuff like this. So this is a jeweler scope. This is one that I got when I graduated my ganjier course. So you're not going to find this on the internet. What this is a jeweler scope. And what that's used for is when you have, let's pretend this is a piece of cannabis. Now you can go in, this is a 60 times jeweler scope, and you can go in and start looking at the trichomes. You're looking for the quality, seeing if there's any debris. You can also look at how the flower was trimmed. There's all great things that you can do with a scope. Now, this is the one that I use. I love this scope. The one that I've been using for about the last, it's got to be about 13 years plus, is this little guy right here. So these are great because you can get these on Amazon and a few other places. I think I picked this one up for $6. There's lots of different places you can buy them. You can go to your grow shop, you can go online, you can probably find these everywhere. But what I wanted to talk about with this little guy is it's a great little handheld device. So it's basically a microscope. It's a 60 times microscope. You look in through here, you have the bud at the bottom and you're assessing. Now what I do is this piece telescopically goes in and out. I don't bother with that too much. Generally what I'll do is I'll have the cannabis, say flower, in my hand. And what I'll do is put this up and I'll move the scope in and out. Rather than trying to play with this and hold on to a piece of flower, I'm telling you, it's not worth it. Another great thing is this comes with batteries. So on the bottom, there's 3 little lights here. 2 are white light and 1 is a black light to help you look for mold. So when assessing quality cannabis, there's a lot that goes into it, but little tools like this make it a lot easier. If you're at home and you're like learning about the trichomes, you're learning about, plant morphology, and you want to get into a little bit more of it, this is a great tool. With the naked eye, you can't really see much. When you're looking at the flower, you can see the leaves, you can see some of the glistening, you can tell there's trichomes on there because of the sheen or because of the quality. But to really see it, you're going to need one of these to zoom in, and it's like a magical wonderland of trichomes. The trichomes is where the medicine is. The trichomes grow on the plant. The plant is not actually the medicine itself. There is some medicinal value from the leaves and other parts of the plant. But when you, the cannabis consumer, are looking for the medicine, it's the trichomes that are on the plant. And with this little device, you'll be able to see them. So when you are looking at the jeweler scope, you're looking through and you have your plant. Some of the things you're looking for, make sure there's no dog hair in there. You can also look at the quality of the trichomes. You can check out the color. Now, what we're learning is the color isn't so much maturity. The color depends on the lighting source. It depends on a whole lot of other factors. But it's really good because each different cultivar has different grow methods, and the trichomes will look different. Some are very sparse, but still have a great effect. Others, you can't see the leaf through the trichome. You can also look at the trim on the leaf, and you'd be able to pick up with this jeweler scope if it was trimmed by hand or if it was trimmed by a machine. So again, that also affects the quality. If you're trimming by hand, you're getting in there being a little more delicate, not knocking off as many of the trichome heads as compared to a bigger machine that's just tumbling the cannabis through and trimming it as it goes. It gets banged and beat around a lot. And you'll notice that on the outside, a lot of the trichomes heads are smashed off. So when you break open your little nug to look at, and you're looking inside and you can see all the trichomes and all the magic that's happening in there, and then you look at the outside and you notice everything's been smashed to pieces, you can kind of tell and assess right away how that was trimmed. Trim quality is very important. There's so much that goes into cannabis, but I thought it would be fun to kind of start with these little guys here, give you some tools in your hand that you can use right away. These guys right here, you are definitely going to find, and they're very handy to have. They're easy to travel with. You can throw them in anything, like you have your shave bag or you have a little go bag. You can throw that in there. This also comes with a little black case that'll cover that from keeping dirt and everything else off the lens, because you want to keep that in relatively good shape. So today, I hope you learned something about quality assessment. We're going to get into stuff like jar pops. We're going to get into assessing smell. We're going to get into, so that's your aroma, picking up terpenes. We're going to get into assessing the flavor, the effect. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. And what I want to bring to you is a little bit of skill and knowledge so that you, as the person who's purchasing or ordering online your cannabis to consume at home, that you have the tools to be able to delve a little bit further and really check out your cannabis to assess the quality. With the online ordering system in Canada, you have pictures, descriptions, all that kind of stuff. And it's nice when your medicine shows up, let's have a peek, let's have a look at it. If you ordered a really expensive bottle of wine, guaranteed you're going to have, you're going to check the legs. There's a whole way to test for wine sommeliers for them to know that it's quality and for them to know that it's a good product. So the same thing in regard to medical cannabis, there's a way to have a look and to assess the quality of what cannabis you have purchased and are going to consume. There's lots of great things that you can do at home that you don't need to spend a lot of money on to help yourself be a better cannabis consumer and help educate yourself so that you know how to properly assess the quality of the cannabis that you have. Thanks everybody for watching. Stay tuned next week as we delve further into some of the cannabis quality assessment tools that you can do as a patient yourself. And in educating you, that will help you make better purchases and orders and help you understand your medicine a little better. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next week.